Which cartoon characters do you find scary and why? Basically every antagonist in Pinocchio. Including Stromboli, Monstro and especially the coachman. The coachman's devil face gave me nightmares, and his whole scheme of kidnapping boys and having them turned into donkeys is scary shit. There is nothing more horrifying in all of animated history than Lampwick's transformation into a donkey while he screams for his mother. What I learned from Pinocchio: don't be an ass or you will turn into a donkey. Don't go with creepy old men or they will make you preform in Vegas. Don't run away from your dad or he will be swallowed by an evil whale. You can die as a wooden puppet who can't breathe by drowning. I remember heffalumps from Winnie the Pooh used to scare the shit out of me as a kid. Used to have nightmares of them all the time. The pink elephants from Dumbo are a little worse emo. Then they made them not scary with the Hefferpump movie, but I guess woozles are always a rational fear still. There's an 80s movie titled The Last Unicorn. There's a traveling old witch that embraces and gets creepingly overjoyed by her oncoming death at some point, being killed and eaten by a giant, scary, three-breasted bird. My parents rented me this movie when I was like 6. For some reason the only thing I can clearly remember from this movie is the lady tree with massive boobs. I came to this thread specifically thinking I would scroll until I found The Last Unicorn and upvote it. So glad it was already at the top, but the Red Bull is scarier than the Harpy and Mommy Fortuna. Maybe not scary anymore, but I remember Frollo from The Hunchback of Notre Dame being really dark for a Disney villain. Bruh Hellfire, such a badass song. Frollo is for sure the most evil Disney villain for sure. Genocidal, misanthropic, psychotic, has a dark evil voice, and has indeed demonstrated all the 7 deadly sins throughout the movie. What more could you ask for a villain this evil? Age doesn't mean anything. Frollo is an evil person, and a lot worse than most Disney villains because he's ruthless and ambitious in such a real way. It's like the argument about Umbridge being hated more than Voldemort. Maleficent might be a big scary witch with devil horns and a dragon form who lives in a creepy castle surrounded by goblins, but you might reasonably meet someone like Frollo. Hexus from Ferngully scared me when I was a kid, but damn I love that movie. Also wanted to add the owl from The Secret of NIMH. Tim Curry was awesome as Hexus. Great villain song. Almost every character in The Secret of NIMH freaks me out. The rats, the owl, dragon, all of them. Same with Hexus. Tim Curry's voice was excellent though. That fucker from The Black Cauldron, as for why, just look at him. Kirky? Reminds me a lot like Skeletor. Ko the Face Stealer. I would not want to meet him in my lifetime. I don't think I can not make facial expressions at him. Hammer was a terrifying character too. Dude, I was scared watching that scene as an adult. One of the best shows ever though. Tweedledee and Tweedledum from Disney's Alice in Wonderland. Their faces looked so menacing and poor Alice was lost and scared. Damn scary for 7-year-old me. No. 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 The walrus eating the shellfish scarred me as a child and made me turn off the movie. Him from Powerpuff Girls. The scariest part for me was that he was voiced by the same guy who voiced the professor. It's like if Satan had your dad's voice. Hello. The Siamese Cats from Lady and the Tramp. The song they sing is terrifying and to this day I can't listen to it. We are Siamese if you please. Da-dun dun dun, we are Siamese if you don't please. Da-dun dun dun. The whole Bald Mountain scene from Fantasia freaked me out for the longest time. So I used to be terrified of this scene when I was a kid. I grew up in a deeply religious southern household and the devil was real. I just knew it. So I decided to rewatch the movie recently with my kids. My husband and I are atheist and we've raised our kids without religion. I paused the movie to explain what they were about to see and we continued on. It didn't bother them. Not at all. Not even my smallest one whom I've only recently convinced that clowns don't come out of ceiling vents. Coraline's parallel mother, because she becomes a spider monster and rips people's eyes off. The whole family with those fucking button eyes scarred me for life. The other father actually creeped me out more than she did towards the end because it was revealed that he was just this puppet. The way his body and face were distorted, that shit gave me nightmares as a kid. In Pinocchio, when the kid turns into a donkey, enough said, the Queen of Hearts and her deck of cards in Alice in Wonderland, especially when they chase her into the hedge maze. And Pete in Mickey's Christmas Carol when he plays the Ghost of Christmas Future. Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox, guaranteed.